He's probably tired from sleeping on that couch the night before.
Awesome. I appreciate your help so much.
Hey, Grace, you want to join me?
No, I'm not really hungry.
Coffee? Have a seat.
That's okay. I'm kind of, getting some stuff done this morning.
Are you okay?
Sure.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, okay. You, still got my key?
You want it back? 'Cause
No, go ahead and keep it, in case you want to get away somewhere private, since you're sharing a room and all.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Signore Bukele, good morning.
Buongiorno.
Are you enjoying the tour so far?
It is what I expected.
Really? Well, you have quite an imagination then, seeing as how we found 2 dead bodies yesterday.
Those who live by the sword die by the sword. Conspiracy and subterfuge, they carry a penalty. But
I think I'll be good
a
for a
young
few
lady
days.
such as
I
yourself
appreciate it though.
need not be troubled by such things.
What makes you think those 2 are involved in conspiracy and subterfuge?
They were in Rennes-le-Château and they were murdered. It does not take a genius to make such a leap of intuition.
I'll go
No
get the
doubt.
book.
Enjoy your lunch. Is it? I guess it's lunch time now, isn't it?
Having fun?
It's you.
That's what it says on my birth certificate.
Have you seen that podgy friend of yours lately?
Mosley?
Oui, Monsieur Mosley. He's been a naughty boy.
I've seen him.
Did he happen to look pleased about something?
You mean, did he dig up the treasure last night? I doubt it.
Putain de merde.
Excuse me, what was that?
Nothing. Why don't you run along? And if you see your friend, tell him I want to speak with him.
Sure. I'll get right on that.
The nachos are the first thing I've eaten today. Sometimes I skip breakfast. It's not that I. Sometimes I just, it's like I gotta give my stomach time to settle or whatever. I'm just not hungry in the mornings. And sometimes I just get busy and forget to eat. Mm.
Hey, Mose.
Oh, hi. Ready for some breakfast?
No, thanks. Oh, I have a message for you from Madeline. She'd really like to talk to you.
Oh, shit.
I don't hear anything. No one's in there. Crap. I hope the link comes up soon.
think I messed that up.
It matches the shadow on Wilkes' seismic map. I lay down one rigid arm and the rest scatter around the crown like jewels. Yes, that's it! I'll write down the coordinates for the northeast and southwest arms. Those two lie within the temple walls. Oh, so you're up.
Yeah, kinda inevitable. So, did you have breakfast?
No, but I think I'll go down. I mean, while you shower and all that, I'll just get out of your hair.
Hello?
So.
Hello? Did somebody die?
Hey, Mose.
Yeah, hi. What's up?
Does anyone else hear Twilight Zone music, or is it just me? What's this?
Oh, yeah. I was gonna
Fun
ask
glitchy
you about
FMV sequences, it's great.
Where'd you find it?
Our friend Larry Chester buried it last night. Or should I say, Larry Sinclair.
Sinclair, huh? Son of a bitch.
It's about the Stewart bloodline.
Did you read it then?
I just skimmed it. I've been working on the treasure
Oh.
map.
Well, would you mind reading it? I've got to figure out why Sinclair lied and why he felt compelled to play Jolly Roger last night.
Say, I'll read it, you know, if you're busy with the map, that is.
Grace will do it. Why the hell are you so interested anyway?
Just trying to be helpful. Jeez, fine. I'll just go.
Wait. Grace, I'll grab a shower later, so, you know, the room's all yours.
God, get a grip, Knight.
Ugh.
Christ, you retard! This better not be about what I think it's about. Oh, shit. I'm going to my room. Come by later if you want to talk about it.
Oh, I tell you, Jean, I feel it. Something is wrong.
Perhaps Monsieur Wilkes spends the night with another guest.
No, I have already cleaned Mademoiselle Butan's room, and where else could he have been? The American girl stays with her boss. As for the Lady Howard and Estelle...
Enough, Roxanne! Lock the door and touch nothing. We shall see if Monsieur Wilkes returns.
Oui, Jean.
Excuse me, Roxanne.
Ah, Monsieur Knight, do you need something?
What's up this morning? I saw you talking to Jean.
Oh, Monsieur, I am very afraid for Mr. Wilkes. This morning his window, it is wide open, and things in his room, they are not right. Usually, I find his nightclothes on the floor, yes? But this morning, there is no sign of them, and his razor and toothbrush, they have not been used. It is as if he never got up this morning. Yet, he is not there.
Gee, that sounds bad. Why don't you let me take a look?
I don't know.
Roxanne, this could be serious. Mr. Wilkes would want us to make sure he's not in any trouble.
I agree. That is why I go to Jean. But he thinks I have the big, imagination.
Personally, I've learned never to underestimate a woman.
Monsieur. All right, I will show you. Follow me. Please, Monsieur Knight, if Monsieur Wilkes returns, do not tell him I let you in, yes?
I won't. Thanks. The springs are a bit overworked, but other than that... I don't see any signs of forced entry on the window. I'd better leave it. It's wide open, all right. Creepy. It reminds me of my dream. Wilkes's stuff is still here. Nothing in there but dirty laundry. Hey, that looks just like the one in our room.
Get in here. I'm listening.
Well, I really did it this time.
I knew it. You did, didn't you? Did you?
Yeah.
Christ!
Ah, come on. How about some support here?
So what happened anyway? When she left here last night, she didn't want anything to do with you.
Well, it was an accident.
Right. You're the only guy I know who could accidentally end up in bed with the most beautiful woman for 50 miles.
What about Madeline?
What about Madeline? She's. You know, you got kind of a reverse rose-colored glasses thing going on. Must be your fear of commitment affecting your optical nerves. Grace is beautiful. She's nice. She's smart. She's funny. You ought to have your head examined. And besides which, I ought to break your neck for hurting her feelings. Did you get a look at her face this morning?
No, knock it off. I feel bad enough. I just don't know how to act. I mean, God, she's like my sister or something.
Aw. Well, I suppose you could try to talk to her about your feelings, get it all out in the open. Nah. I'll tell you what. Just pretend it never happened.
Oh.
Really? Just act like nothing happened. Try it.
Okay. I wouldn't want to break her concentration. Have you seen Wilkes yet, Jean?
Non, monsieur. Have you?
No.
Oh, I'm sure he'll be popping it up any time now.
Arnaud lives there. He sure. That window is in the app.
The office is closed today. There are pamphlets on the desk if you need information.
Oh, okay. Thanks. I'll go get... That's a big old Wilkes-size footprint. Oh, shit. I found Wilkes. Well, I guess that answers the question. What kind of PJs would a man like Wilkes wear? Poor bastard. It's from Wilkes to his publisher. He must have been worried about someone seeing it, so he took it to bed with him. Apparently, he was right to be paranoid. It's the letter I found in Wilkes's pocket. Looks like Wilkes might have been onto something after all. I wonder if that's what made him a target. Then again, maybe he just stumbled into the wrong neck of the woods. I'd rather not, thanks. They held Wilkes here while they drained his blood. He wasn't exactly small either. Either the Red Cross had an accident here, or I found Wilkes's missing blood. I'd rather not, thanks. Morning, ladies.
Oh, it's you. What are you doing here?
Oh, just passing by. I see you've narrowed down your theory.
Really? Some people haven't the slightest consideration. It's all right, Lily. Bother. It is not. Do you mind, Mr. Knight? Estelle and I are on a private enterprise and we don't need any help or supervision from you.
I wasn't offering any.
Very well. Then be gone. Go on. Pish-posh.
Ah!
What are you doing?
I was just gonna talk to Grace, but she's in the shower.
Huh.
So, see ya.
I'll catch up with you later. Oh, Monsieur Mosley.
This place is a fruit bin. I'll go get the Harley. It's the front door.
I have nothing to say to you.
Oh, I think you do, Mr. Sinclair.
Perhaps you had better come in. I've learned that you were, in fact, hired by Prince James.
Good.
But that doesn't excuse your prying into my affairs. You've destroyed my cover.
See now, that's the problem with secrets and lies. It's impossible to tell which ones might be relevant until you dig them up and take a good whiff.
That's between you and Prince James. But I can tell you that you're treading on thin ice. This is a delicate situation. You might find yourself in very hot water indeed.
I'm getting confused. Am I supposed to watch out for thin ice or hot water?
Very amusing, I'm sure. We'll see how your cavalier attitude serves you with the prince. Now, what is it that you want?
I wanted to talk to you about your bloodline manuscript.
How did you know about that?
I followed you last night and dug it up.
You what? This is
I'm gonna go to the next time block, and then I'll quit for now.
Son was taken. There's very little I wouldn't do.
Got a lot of laundry to sort through.
Don't fathom why an outsider like you was hired in the first place. It's absurd. But now that you've seen my manuscript, I hope you finally comprehend that I am not the kidnapper.
It's not incriminating in that regard, no.
Where is the manuscript? You didn't remove it, did you?
I didn't think it was good for it, being out in that damp ground and all.
You must return it at once.
Yeah.
I'll try not to.
I will. But it's at the hotel at the moment, though.
Mr. Knight, I suggest you bring it back here immediately. Because if anything happens to that manuscript, Prince James will be very displeased.
I will. No problem.
Love you too, Matt.
Prince James implied that the kidnapping was political. Would the manuscript have anything to do with it?
It could. There are those who take exception to the idea of Prince James being on the throne.
The throne? What throne?
Never mind.
Do you know Montreux, the owner of the local vineyard?
I know of him, of course. It's a small area.
Is he one of yours by any chance?
A Freemason? No. At least he's not Scottish Rite.
Here's what I don't get. Why are you working on the manuscript here? Obviously, you don't need the Templar vibes.
There's usually one of us in the area, just to keep an eye out.
For what? Treasure hunters?
For anything.
But why you?
There is a certain opposition to the manuscript. The work on it was to be done discreetly.
And you figured they'd never suspect you'd work on it here?
Something like that. Of course, you've quite destroyed my anonymity.
The manuscript promotes Prince James as king of what? Scotland?
No, it doesn't promote him as anything, per se. It simply lays out the genealogies. He's clearly the best candidate.
Best candidate for what? Are you talking about Scottish independence?
No. In our modern world, Scotland is a very small principality indeed.
England?
The Stuarts have vowed they'd never accept the English throne.
Well, what then?
It's not for me to say.
I have to go.
As you wish.
Bonjour.
Hey. Did you check out the Bloodline manuscript?
Yeah, pretty interesting. Where do you want me to start?
What's the manuscript say about the Bloodline?
The bloodline thing is major. The descendants of Jesus are called Disposini. Their symbol is the unicorn.
Unicorn?
Mm-hmm. Supposedly, the horn represents the male phallic symbol, and the unicorn itself represents the fertile Jesus.
Well, no wonder the Catholic Church had a conniption. But is there any way this bloodline thing could be legit?
Well, there's no reason why Jesus shouldn't have married and had children, unless you believe any kind of sex is a sin. Personally, I don't. And you certainly don't.
That's just the line I feed Catholic girls, but go on.
Uh-huh. And it's the kind of thing the early church might have suppressed, if for no other reason than to make sure the bishops of the church had all the power and not the descendants.
That explains how it might be possible, but it's hardly proof.
True, but if it's all a myth, it's a very old myth. The royal arms of Scotland show a Davidic line of Judah, Disposinic unicorn, and the Jewish fleur-de-lis, so they've believed they were Disposini from the Middle Ages at least.
What's the manuscript say about the Freemasons?
The manuscript came right out and said that the original split between the Templars and the Priory of Sion was over the bloodline. The Priory wanted to support certain French families of Merovingian descent, while the Templars supported the emerging Stuart dynasty. I think it's pretty clear that the Freemasons and the Priory are still fighting over the same issue.
Does Sinclair mention the Holy Grail in the manuscript?
The Grail represents the bloodline and a kind of noblesse oblige duty to serve mankind. But also, remember what you heard on the train? You heard the kidnapper say Sangreal.
Yeah?
The manuscript says the words Holy Grail were actually a mistranslation. The original phrase wasn't Sangreal or Holy Grail, but Sang Real.
Sang Real? What's that mean?
Blood royal, or royal blood. The Holy Grail is the bloodline, Gabriel. That's what's so creepy.
Wow. I wonder if that's what they were saying on the train. It's royal blood.
That's what I've been wondering.
Kinda brings the whole vampire theory back onto the playing field, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I'm still not sure I see the connection between Sinclair and Prince James's men.
The manuscript did mention Prince James. It traced the various branches of the bloodline all the way down to the present day. It was obviously making the point that the Stuarts have the largest, purest amount of the blood, and Prince James is mentioned as the current Stuart heir.
Did you get the impression that the manuscript was trying to set Prince James up for something?
It certainly went to great lengths about his pedigree. I guess the royal families find that terribly irrelevant.
What about rulership? Did it mention anything about a throne?
Yeah, actually. It talked about the European Union a lot. How any system of government ideally has both a parliament and a monarchy. You don't think they're trying to... No.
Position the House of Stuart as monarchs over the EU. Yeah, I think that's exactly what they're trying to do.
Oh, God. No wonder Sinclair is hiding out here.
Is there anything more in there about the unicorn imagery?
A bit. You know all those medieval tapestries that show a unicorn in a garden or a unicorn being hunted?
Yeah.
Supposedly, they all represent the Desposini being suppressed by the church.
Oh. Guess what I found today?
What?
Wilkes's corpse.
What?
I found him at L'Homme Mort. Looks like they took him right out of his room last night.
Oh my God.
Creepy, isn't it? They were in the hotel. Weird, 'cause I was dreaming about them. That's why
Well, how was Wilkes killed?
just like Prince James's men. Throat cut, blood drained into a pool.
God. What am I, cursed or something? I spent the entire day in the car with Mallory and McDougal, and then last night I had dinner with Wilkes, and...
What was his big theory anyway?
He had a seismic survey done. They show hollow areas, and he had uncovered a big one. It makes sense, actually, because I've been working on this riddle called Le Serpent Rouge.
Sure, you keep working on that. I've got some ideas of my own to follow up.
Fine.
That doesn't sound like a moped. Damn, it's Prince James. Where's the manuscript? I've got to get it back to Larry before he runs to his boss and complains.
It was right here. I left it on the table when I went to take my shower.
Ooh, don't tell me that, Grace. Grace?
Somebody must have taken it.
Shit. Okay, let me think. It's about time I pinned down our old squirmy friend from the NOPD. I'll get him out of town for a bit.
What about Prince James?
Tell him I'm working on the case. I can't see him till I've got that manuscript, till he'll have my head on a platter.
You really think Mosley...
Yeah, the bum. But do me a favor and look around here, just in case I'm wrong.
Leave me the bike, will you? You can ride with Mosley.
What?
Come on, how can I keep an eye on the others if you leave me stranded? Please?
I don't believe this.
Thanks.
God.
All right, that's it for now. We'll try to pick this back up later and try to finish it out. We're pretty close to the end now. I hope you all have a good day. See you later.